Welcome back, everyone. NicknLex here. Thank you so much for joining me today to this new episode of Music with Nick. I'm super happy we got Sean today requesting a song reaction. Thank you so much, Sean, for the support, for making this video possible. I appreciate it. And there's a lot of people who send us coffees, but it's basically when you send a coffee, it's more like a tip, and I think some people don't really know how it works to request a song, but within the Buy Me a Coffee website, there are options where you can basically request a reaction or a marathon or stuff like that. So go to Buy Me a Coffee on NicknLex, and you see there's like these whole options. And because in the last couple of days, we've gotten like a lot of coffees, but it doesn't really count as a request. That's totally different. But just like, again, thank you so much, Sean, for this opportunity. And let me get into here some information. So when it's someone requesting something completely new, I do want to get into it. So you can skip ahead if you are not interested in the information. I'll leave you like a timestamp, but it says, "Hi, NicknLex." It says here, I purchased a Music with Nick song request, and I wanted to say thank you so much, for sending a little extra. You can do that if you like, you don't have to, but it's always nice. It helps. So I do appreciate that, Sean, that you send a little bit of tip here. I really appreciate it. It says, I'm hoping it went through. Of course it did. Thank you so much. And it says here, my song selection is Agitator by the New Zealand band SKEPTICS, or the Skeptics to some. The Skeptics, a loud industrial post-punk band, were early adopters of samplers, creating a strange and otherworldly body of music with oddly symphonic components. Wow. So we're going to do the YouTube video. I'm going to cut away in a second because I'm going to load it up. It says here, while working on yet another release, Amalgam, I hope I'm not butchering those names. Amalgam or Amalgam. I think it's Amalgam. I hope so. In 1989, lead singer founder David Diath learned that he had leukemia. Oh my lord. David Diath died on Tuesday, September 4th, 1990. Holy moly. That's horrible. I'm so sorry. Of course, that happened. It's before Alexia was born, but again, it's always that's so crazy that people, most of the time there's people that live with a sickness like this for years, but when they tell them, that's when people kind of like give up. Sometimes, it says here the band ceased immediately after. The band existed for around only a decade, but in that period performed and recorded some of the kookiest, boldest, and finest experimental music ever made. Nice. Thank you both for all you do. Cheers, Sean from New Zealand. Thank you so much, Sean. Oh my god, Marty's just sitting there behind me. I didn't see him. I was reading. As you can see, this is only me. There are requests that are us both, but Music with Nick is only me solo because of time restrictions. Time. Alexia does not work from home. She works far away, and that's the thing, the commute and all this stuff, and then she's just also very busy. So, but if you ever want to request a NicknLex reaction together, send us an email, and then we can schedule it for like a week or 2 weeks before, and then when we have time together, we can do it. But I would have to send you a link to the Buy Me a Coffee because they're not activated right now. The only thing that's active are my requests. I don't even have the marathons on. So just like I wanted to give you everyone that information. But if you send me like an email and say, hey, can you please activate a slot so you both can react to a song, then I can do that. and I can send you that slot, and then you can purchase it, right? Again, thank you so much, Son. So let's get to the song, and I'll just cut away for a second here. All right, so here we are. So I moved a little bit so we can make the screen as big as possible. And again, thank you so much for this. If you're new to the channel, everyone, if this is your first reaction to Skeptics, give the video a like. You can also write a note. You leave a comment. Thanks, Sean, for putting this on the channel. I appreciate it. And here we go with the video full screen. And enjoy. Here we go. Let's turn it up. All right. Those samples. All right. The time signatures are nuts. Holy moly. Okay, coming back. Wow, what does it all mean? Like, there's so much. Oh, sorry. Um, let me close this. All right. Let's put this here. This was intense. I want to see the comments. Let's see. This was pretty good. It is, it was on the weirder side because there was some really nice harmonic parts to it, but again, there were some clashes there, and obviously done on purpose. That's why I liked it, because it was not just, it was meant to invoke a reaction, with these clashes. The first part was very harmonically, just played, but there were these like, and that felt, it feels bizarre to the human brain when you're used to listening to any sort of music. That just doesn't happen. So that's obviously already different. The video, the way it was edited, look at Marley. He's just like having a great time. Marley, yeah. Look at him, he's so hairy. He's like a dog right now, with this, because his hair just becomes so long. The way also the video was shot was all this overlay the entire time, were like two things. I guess the vocalist, that passed, I love that he wasn't every shot, just doing his thing. And we don't really know what it all means, but it was also like the skeleton at the end. I don't know what that meant, but then that middle section, that bass, I don't know. I couldn't count. I was not counting, and I'm not a drummer, so it's a little bit difficult. But there were some really weird time signatures going on. Really cool, but bizarre. It's a bizarre track, and then at the end again, but at the end, I think, was the part that sounded like the, I don't want to say normalist. I don't know even if that's a word, but let's see here. So it says here, directed by Antonio Cornaga, 1987, Skeptics, Skeptics, and we have here the band members. So, for example, here 525 is an amazing transition. Greatest band to come out of New Zealand. These lyrics came from deep memory. I'm sorry. These lyrics came from deep memory this week. Probably a minimum of 30 years since I've heard this song. After a ton of searching, it's found and in my playlist. Oh wow, he didn't know that has happened to me, that I just for the life of me can't find a song or a movie. Amazing song and even better than I remember. What they said, one of the greatest, an all-time favorite, genius, one of Flying Nun's best, underrated. And then Rip in Peace David. Someone needs to upload the blue 10-inch. Anyone know where I'm able to find it, please? Now let's see. Now I think if I would only listen to the song, it would have been a bit easier to digest. Let's see here. But I think it was kind of fun, to check out the music video too. Are these okay? So they are on Spotify. Let's see, Agitator, and let's go to album. So they have the full album, which is called 3. And this is like a remaster. Yeah, there's so this is what we just listened to. Is on here. Agitator. Did I even say that? Did I say that at the beginning? Yeah, I did. So they have the full album on here. By the Skeptics. They have Amalgam 1990. Let me see. And then we have 2013, like a remaster. Very interesting stuff. Like almost like I don't know. Like I don't know if you can call this. I mean, it's definitely very experimental. Let me check out something here. Skeptics. But I don't know if this would fall under like prog, but it's more, it did have like a punk vibe, but more like you said, an industrial, industrial vibe here. Let's see. Give me a second. Let's check out Agitator. I just want to see what it falls on. Under. Album 3. The Skeptics. So they are on Wikipedia. Okay. So not a lot of information. Pretty much what you gave to me. Skeptics' first recording appeared in 1982 on the Furtive 4 3-piece pack compilation, the Bongos, the Dabs, and the Prime Movers. They toured New Zealand on the Furtive Records 3-piece pack tour. The tour was to be followed by a 5-track EP, Pyronists selection, which was to be released on Propeller Records, Furtive's parent label, but the master tape was stolen from the Propeller office and the EP was never released. That's insane. Can you believe that? Wow. In 1983, Skeptics released the EP Chowder Over Wisconsin on Flying Nun Records. Okay. It says here, from 1983 to 1984, they ran their own club thanks to support from the City Council Arts Center in the former electrical warehouse in Palmerston North. They named the club Snail Clams after the chalk inscription they found in the warehouse. C164 Snail Clams. Initially, the venue ran as an underage hangout, but became a fully licensed venue not long after, until the band decided to pack up and relocate to Wellington. A cassette named Skeptics said was released out of the now defunct Industrial Tapes label in 1984. In 1985, the band released an LP, Pawns. So there is some, okay, all right, here it is. So there is some information on this band if you want to check it out. And here's the information about David. But yeah, so this is definitely like post punk industrial, you know, really cool. You know, it was very different. I really enjoyed it. I wonder what Alexa would think of this. She is, you know, I don't know. I don't know if she would have liked this, but I will have to play it to her, and then we'll know. I usually play her everything that I react to, and I've gotten some interesting, you know, like reactions from her. Yeah, this is a little bit harder to digest, I guess, but it was good. There were some really cool parts in there, but yeah, it's all, you know, it's not your typical, you know, 4/4 music, you know, intro, you know, chorus, and then the solo, and you know, no, it's very strange the way it's put together, but very original, very, very cool. Let me know what you guys think of this. Is this your first time? I know there's a lot of music connoisseurs out there. You guys know your stuff, and let me know what you think of this. And did you enjoy it? Was this a first for you? And yeah, let's talk about it. Oh my god, I love behind me that setup, the Yes LPs. That looks amazing from here, from this angle. I can't see, you know, behind me through the camera, and the guitars. But again, Sean, this was very, very interesting. Thank you so much from your home country. This is some wonderful, you know, music and information. It's always cool, you know, to discover stuff from other countries. And obviously this is not a style for a country. This is a musical direction that comes out of New Zealand. But I'm sure that not every music out of New Zealand sounds like this. It's just the style here, but it's just so very interesting. It's just like, you know, it reminds me, I think a band that reminds me a little bit of this is a later, like a rock, like Marilyn Manson has also these industrial sounds. Maybe Rammstein from Germany has also like a lot of like keyboards and weird imagery and sounds. So I think maybe they might be inspired, you know, by this band. You know, they started it in the 80s and stuff. So I don't know. You know, we have to look deeper into this. And a lot of people don't like when I compare bands, but hey, that's the only thing I can kind of like clench onto and say, oh, it reminds me of this. I'm not saying, oh, I'm comparing them. Just it reminds me. These I've heard this style before in another way, you know. So, but yeah, this was very, very cool. Thank you so much again. Thank you for the support. Thank you for the tip. And I don't know, I think I'm gonna make I had made a video how you can request a song reaction, and I think I never released it because I was getting a lot of requests back then. But I think I'm gonna release it so people know the difference between like sending us a coffee, you know, like a tip, or requesting a full song. And then also, if you request a song, you can, if you want to, you can tip us. And that's what Sean did. Again, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Again, let me know what you think down below in the comment section, please. And yeah, thank you for being here. If you like the video, subscribe, leave a like, all the good stuff. Thank you, and I'll see you in the next one.